Today's going to be a fun episode. We're going to take the villagers where we're going to use for this project in order to create a raid farm so that we can get enough emeralds to supply all the villagers in this trading hall. And yes, I do know there isn't any villagers here right now, but there will be soon. Hello, my name is Deathdealer and welcome to AutoCraft, the server where we create lots of automated farms along with having some fun along the way. If you're interested in this server, go down below, you'll see a link to the playlist, make sure you watch all of that, and if you're interested in joining it, why don't you go and take a look at the application form. So yeah, we're going to be making a raid farm. We're going to be using the design by RaiseWorks. We've built this one before, so you guys will know how this thing will work, and it should be a fairly quick project. Now before we get into the raid farm, there is something that happened. So, I died. We are now at 1 death. And you know what? It happened about 20 minutes ago. So, here's the story. Let me just get close up. Yeah, you can see me. Right, so, me and Rustic were carrying on. And yeah, I kind of placed a bed in the nether and blew ourselves up. If we look in chat, as you can see, Deathdealer and Rustic Dragon were killed by intentional game design. As you can tell by that, I blew the bed up. Yeah, I made a mistake. So yeah, we died. We lost a shovel, a hoe, and that's about it really. The rest of the stuff we had wasn't really all that useful, but yeah, we kept our Elytra thankfully, and the trusty wandering trader's head, and everything else was made out of netherite, which was very fortunate. So yeah, we're on the first death. So the challenge continues. We will now stay for the rest of the season with only 1 death. If I don't know, remember it in the comments. And while you're here, if you're enjoying this series so far, remember to like and subscribe. Alright, so since we know what we're doing and we know the design, why don't we go into a testing world so I can show it off before we build this thing. And it also gives you an opportunity to see the sheer size of this build. It's a shame we don't have any replay mod stuff for this. So this is the raid farm design we're going to be using. I've built this thing once before, along with Rustic and Splashes, but this time I'm going to build it myself, just to, get this stuff done, because we're needing one of these on the server, because, emeralds are very important, and tokens of undying are also quite nice. So, as you can see, this is quite tall. We are currently... well, this is close to build height, but it doesn't need to be this high up. Yeah, just look at the sheer scale of this thing. Now, bear in mind, the height of this farm will be determined by the position of the villager, right here. Now, there's a few things about this. Obviously, we'll fall down here, which will trigger the raid. Now, there can't be any land anywhere nearby because the raid will spawn there, so that's why you need to build it in the middle of an ocean. Having beacons here as well for like a... I don't even know what the effects we're using. Probably resistance and regeneration, just so that if you have any vexes or anything to deal with, it should be fine. If that is the case, wearing Thorn's armor would probably be a good idea. So yeah, here's how the farm works. So you'll come up here, this will be the platform where you do your AFKing at, and you'll kind of swipe through that gap there. Now, basically what you need to do before this, you need to go and get the bad omen effect, which is fairly simple. Okay, just kill a patrol captain, which you can get from patrols, or you can, go to a pillaging outpost and kill one there. You might want to condition that area though, just to make spawns a bit easier. Once you have that, come over here, activate this clock here. You probably need to break redstone and place it back down because it kind of burns out, like so, along with activating this clock here. Walk up here. In fact, if I go into, I just do F3 and N. No, it's not working. Let's game mode creative. There we go. So we'll walk up like so. We'll be pushed, and then there'll be a clock that activates, opening that and then closing it again. We'll fall down here, be pushed in, and a raid will be activated because of the position of that villager. If we're aligned correctly, we'll come back up, which we'll be reaching in just a moment. Pushed over and then back to it. Obviously that trap door there will be closed. And yeah, the raids will spawn up here and it will spawn infinitely, which is nice. A wee word of warning, you will want to have a decent storage system for this thing, because as it stands with this design, you've only got like basically 2 chests as storage, and I can assure you that this is nowhere near enough storage, so you will want to have an automatic storage system here. Now I do believe this here is all of the loot. I don't know why that's there. Yeah, this is a potential loot you can get right here, which is quite nice. Anyways, let's go back onto the AutoCraft server, gather some materials, and we can get started on constructing this behemoth. Alright, so I've been gathering the materials we're going to need. We're obviously one beacon short, so we'll set up one beacon and we'll see if we can grind for other skeleton skulls later on in this episode. But yeah, this is all the materials. What I'll do is in the description below, I'll leave a link to the actual farm concept by RaiseWorks, and then a link to a block by block tutorial by, can't remember the guy's name, but his tutorial is really good. I've followed it once before and I'm going to follow it again for this episode. And yeah, this is all the materials you need. Some are exact numbers, some are over. But yeah, we can always come back and get some more stuff. So, next steps is we need to find a, what do you call it, a pillaging outpost nearby an ocean. Now, we may need to go a few thousand blocks from spawn to find this, so I'm going to have to go into the nether, set up some nether portals, and we'll see what's happening. But first of all, let me load up amidst, look for a decent pillaging outpost, and we can go and take a look at the area. Alright, so we've set up a portal at the outpost. We are like far away, nearly 4,500 blocks from spawn, but we found one for once. I was looking for another one closer, but that didn't generate for some reason, so yeah, we're using this one. Now I've also set up the portal where we're going to build the raid farm as well, so we just pop on through here real quick, and we need to head east. So that's west, so this is east, and if we go in this way, as you can see, I have another portal set up here. Now this portal, all these portals are directly west of the shopping district portal, which is quite nice. I'll probably set up a piston boat or something to get out here fairly quick. But if we pop on through here, here is the area where we're going to set up the raid farm. So that area should be far enough away that it shouldn't cause any spawns. And since we've got to build it over this way, it should be fine. Yeah. It's a shame we don't have the replay mod. That would, would have looked really good, having a third person time lapse. But you know how it is with these updates. Fun fact, the day I'm recording this, the first snapshot for 1.16.2 came out, which is interesting. So yeah, that should be up. Well, we should be updating again in the next few weeks, hopefully. So yeah, so far we have the beacon in place. Obviously, we're waiting for the second beacon here as well. But so far, we're running regen and resistance, just regular resistance. I think the second beacon is for resistance 2, but what we have right now should be good enough for a while. Anyways, to build this farm, we'll start from here and work our way up. It should be a fairly quick process. I have all the materials ready to go. The only thing that will take a bit of time to get over here is villagers. Well, I only need one villager over here to start off. But yeah, it should be an easy enough process. So I'll bring you guys back. We'll do this in the form of progress updates since we can't do the third person time lapse, and I'll let you know how this project is coming along. Alright, so far we've created the system at the bottom of the raid farm where you'll fall and then be pushed back into the water stream, which will start here. I need to replace this with soul sand, but I'll do that later on because we need to place kelp to create water sources all the way up. So yeah, this is good. I'm going to do the villager stuff. I'll put the bed down there, but we'll put the villager in last once the farm is ready to go, and then that way we can do some proper testing. Because the last time we did this, we put the bed one block too low and it never worked. So yeah, testing is great. Right, anyways, I'm going to crack on with this thing. It shouldn't take us all that long. I'll bring us back when we're up to the point where we'll be standing, killing the mobs. Alright, so the water column is in place, and yeah, it's full sources, so you have the bubbles coming all the way up. I have built the triangle system here, so you walk into this, and you're pushed, like so, which is great. And obviously we'll need to set up the timing system here. Yeah, we've got this little circuit here set up for this. Simple clock, feeds background, pushes there. And yeah, it's fairly simple. Now, it's late at night for me right now, it's midnight. I don't like recording at this time, for obvious reasons. So yeah, we're making good progress so far. So next steps is the clock for this bit, and then the clock for the central killing chamber. Then all we need to do after that is the drop chute and then the spawning platform up above. Alright, so we've made a little bit more progress here. So we've actually got an area to store some stuff. It's tiny, but we'll expand it in the near future. We have this redstone clock in place, along with the collection system for items. Now this is just a temporary few chests. These chests are basically be bulk, well, overflow backup protection type thing before it leads into our storage system. There'll be a dropper system, just into a water stream, and then it'll go around into some filters. So yeah, pretty simple really. But yeah, I put this together fairly quickly, very fast. It helps that I've done this before, so I know what I'm doing. So yeah, next steps: dropshoot, spawning platform, village at the bottom, and then we can do this thing. Also, let's go and take a little fly. I want to see how this is looking. I wish we had all the things, then I can get rid of this fog. But yeah, we're doing really well. I also need to move the portal up here at some point. I'll put that in the storage room when we build it later on. Alright, so we made some more progress. We have the drop chute going into the kill chamber done. You can't really see it at the moment because of all these blocks. And we have the spawning platform in place. Now, technically we could end this here, and the farm would technically be ready to go. But the problem we would have is Ravagers wouldn't, well, they can't really go anywhere, so they just stand up here and get in the way. So, what we need to do is we need to put in some lava blades to kill them, get rid of them, and keep this area free for the rest of the raid, which is good. Now, if we just fly on away, we can get a look at this. Yeah, this thing is coming together quite nicely. Yeah, based on my current rate of progress, this is the next day for me right now compared to the last clip. It shouldn't take me long to get that stuff in place, maybe about 10 minutes, and then in theory this thing will be ready to go. After that, all we need to do is collect a villager from our base, bring it over here, and get it in position, along with making a storage system. And there we have it, the lava blades that will kill the Ravagers are now in place, which means this raid farm is now complete. Finally, yes. It's going to be so good. Alright, so before we can use this, we need to get a villager. So what I need to do is fly up, and then come all the way down to this area right here, because what we need is we need to get the villager on top of this bed. We'll probably surround it with like a glass box, and then we need the villager to sleep once, and then in theory we can start using this farm. Obviously we don't have a villager over here, there are no villages nearby, so what we're going to do is we're going to head on over back to base, collect a villager, and bring it the entire distance here. I just realised I'm going to need to craft some rails. I'm not going to bother with pillared rails, so we'll use some, a furnace minecart to do most of the legwork. With that being said, let us head on over to base, pick out a villager for our needs, get it through the nether portal, and bring it on over here. Alright, so I've placed some minecart rails, or rails, whatever you want to call them, going through the portal, going all the way over to the raid farm. And yeah, I've already got one of these villagers into a minecart. This guy was already wandering around, so it made this thing a whole lot easier. And as much as I hate this villager type of skin, I'm going to use it because we're really going to be over there anyways. Alright, so let's push him, or her, on this. And then we need to go on this side here. And there we go, that's it off. Yes, of course. And what I need to do here, F3 and B. Let's place some blocks to stop pathfinding from happening. Then we break this. Haha, success. So, now that we've done that, we need to go through quickly. And we need to find this guy, there he is. So let's quickly run on over, turn off hitboxes. Haha. Trapped. Alright, let's get this villager over to the red farm. Alright, so the villager is in place. That was very simple. Doing it with minecarts is so much faster than using boats. And yeah, at the time we were doing it, it was almost night time, so I didn't even need to bother putting in the minecart rail here, because the villagers just simply walked across and onto the bed and got into it. So I then built the enclosure around it and got rid of all my pathway blocks and things. But yeah, technically speaking, the farm is now finished. We finished the red farm all by ourselves this time. Sweet, alright. I want to go and collect some buckets of milk, because we don't have a kill up there like last time. I can't be bothered bringing one over. I'll do that at some point in the future, so I'll just have like a chest full of milk buckets and then we refill them every so often. I'm going to go and fill one of the chests up there with that, and then we can give this thing a test run. I want to give it a test first before I build the sorting system, so that I have enough items to set up the filters. Alright, so I moved that full double chest of milk over to the red farm. So yeah, we've got enough for like 64 sessions of using it, which is nice. And it should be easy enough to just go back to my base and refill it every so often. But yeah, what we're doing is we're here to get the bad omen effect. So we need to find a captain, which there was one around here earlier on, but I can't find him anymore. If we just pop on over here a bit, maybe we can see him. Yeah, no, still no sign of him. Alright, I need to stick around here, find this guy, kill him, and then we can get the... What is it? I can't even... The bad omen effect, that's what it's called. Right, okay. Yeah, this might take a little bit of time. We need to condition this area to make this a little bit better, but we'll do that in a future episode. I found the guy we're looking for, so let's just pop on over here. Where did he go? He was right below me. What? Oh, he went over there. Okay, right. Let us go and get him. And there we go, we have the bad omen effect. Alright, let's get over here, head over to the red farm, and activate this thing. Alright, so I've triggered the redstone clock. Obviously we have the bad omen effect. Now what we need to do is wait for this system to come on. Let's switch out that for our netherite chestplate. And we'll see how this goes. So this trapdoor should be opening anytime now. I couldn't come down through the portal down there because I would trigger the raid early. Okay, so it fell down. Oh, that hasn't triggered the raid. You want to know what the problem is? This villager is one block too low. Yeah. I followed the tutorial exactly. This happened when I built this with rustic and splashes as well. Okay, let's go down there, push the villager up by one block, and then we can finally use this thing. Alright, so I fixed the position of the villager. I went and got the bad omen effect once again. So now we are testing this again. Hopefully it works this time. So obviously I've activated the circuits we need. There we go. Fall down. It's still not activating the raid. I don't know why. Why are you not activating the raid? It's meant to be working. I have. Let's turn off all this stuff. I've done everything the tutorial said. Unless something else is going on where it's just not dating the thing. So let's just check this for a moment. And I'll go and stand back in because maybe it just didn't activate for some reason. But yeah, I moved the villager up so I don't see the problem. Okay, right. This is so strange. We didn't have anyone near as many problems last time. Like yeah, the last time the villager was one block low and it should have been. It was the same this time, so I fixed it. So now we should be fine with this stuff. I've surrounded the villager in glass. I don't think that would have an effect. If it does, we can always just stuck and replace it with like some walls or something like that. But yeah, this is very strange. Okay. Anytime now. Yeah, I really don't understand it. It's a very strange issue we're having. Huh. Because I don't think raids aren't turned off or anything. I'm sure they're not. You know what, let's just trigger that ourselves because I want to see. Okay, yeah, right, no, we have a major problem here. I need to go and do some research to see if I can figure out what's going on. Alright, so I actually flew down to see what the problem was, and when I got close, the raid activated. So I do believe it is a villager positioning problem, so I need to raise it up one more block. Ah, this is confusing, and yeah, I'm out of sync with the clock right now, which is why nothing is falling down. But yeah, if we just look in here, as you can see, the raid farm is actually working. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down and raise that villager continuously until we get it into the optimal position, and then this thing will work. I'll bring you guys back when this thing works, and I'll probably build the storage system along with it. Alright, so I got the farm working. It was actually a very simple problem. So at the bottom, down there, can I, in fact, I'm going to try and fall down to show you guys this because it was very simple. Okay, so let me walk in here. And I'm just going to fall. Like so, there we go. Right, so below this, what do you call it, this fence, there was a block, which stopped the villager from seeing me when I was falling down, so the raid was never triggered. Which is interesting. So yeah, we removed that, done some tests, and it worked nicely. So let's just pop back up here. I also took the liberty of going ahead and creating a storage system and all that stuff. However, my filters aren't working. I think I know why. It's because of the banner. Because obviously that only stacks at 16, so that could cause some problems in the lines here. So yeah, need to fix that obviously. I'll just spread that and I'll put the overflow in between the banners and the main storage. But yeah, we have this entire thing all done. All we've done here is simple dropper, set up here, output chests, and there you go. That's all there is to this farm. We have a fully working raid farm at this point, which is nice. And next time I'll probably go and I still need to put some lava here. Next time what I'm going to do is we're going to be working on some villager things. Because, you know, villagers are nice. And I think I'm going to be conditioning the area where the pillager outpost is, because getting the... what is it? The... I can't remember the name of the effect. Getting that effect for this farm was taking ages. So yeah. We need to condition that area, which we'll do next time. Anyways, if you've enjoyed watching me build this farm, watching me struggle, watching me make tons of mistakes, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment laughing at me if you so wish. Remember to go down below and you'll find a tutorial for this farm, along with the playlist for the rest of the AutoCraft series. Make sure you watch all the other episodes and subscribe to our fellow members. I'd like to thank you all for watching this episode of the AutoCraft so far. Make sure you go and watch everyone else on the server. On the left hand screen right now, there are 2 videos, one that YouTube wants you to watch and one that I think you should watch. Make sure you go and watch them, and remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully you will enjoy the videos.